Hello everyone, how are you today? Welcome to my video and let me to introduce myself. My name is Ica Melani Fatikasari and in this video I will explain about noun. So what is the noun? Do you know something about noun? No? Okay. So in this video I will explain about what is that noun and then types of noun and the last function of noun. So let's go to the material. So I will talk about the first material. What is noun? Do you know something about noun? No? So I will explain a definition about noun. So noun is a class word that explain of the name of person, place, and all object and everything that is object. For the example, for person, my name is Ica and my friends is Risma, Mila, Yunita, Reza, and many. And then for the example for place is office, campus, school, garden, and more than. Then example for things, a shadow, notebook, and maybe that's all. You can find noun in everywhere. Yes, everywhere. So in the second material, I will explain about types of noun. So noun have 4 types. Namely countable and uncountable noun, and then proper and common noun, and then abstract and concrete noun, and the last is collective noun. The first types of noun is countable and uncountable noun. So what is that? So countable noun is something you can count, while uncountable noun is something you cannot be counted. For the example of countable noun is I have 3 apples. So you can count the apples 1, 2, 3. And then for the example of uncountable noun is I want some water. I want water. And for another example, I have rice. You cannot count rice. You know rice. One of one the one is so many rice of the cup. For the example, you have a rice in the cup. It's impossible you to count one by one of the one. And next is proper and common nouns. So proper nouns is the classification of nouns that are discussed specifically, where the noun usually use a capital letter at the beginning of the word. For example, Gucci, Zara, and Chanel. While for common nouns are nouns, some for that are discussed in general subs as city, shop, and fruit, and vegetable, and many. And next is abstract and concrete nouns. So abstract nouns are nouns cannot be observed by sense. For example, feeling, love, and idea. And for the concrete nouns is something you can see by physical. You can see, you can touch it. For the example, notebook. And the last is collective noun. So collective noun is the name of a group or group. So many things in a group. And now we talk about third material is function of noun. So function of noun is direct and indirect objects, and then verb of objects, and the last is subject and object complement. So the first is direct and indirect object. So direct objects usually have the purpose of answering a question in the form of whom and what after the action verb in a transitive sentence. In contrast to indirect objects that function to answer a question from the word for what or to whom. So for the example, direct object is Marcel plays piano in his room. And then for the indirect object, Nura cooks a spaghetti for Bambang. Next is subject of verb. Most people assume that nouns only function as object, when in reality it is not always so, where nouns can also serve as subjects. In a sentence, a noun or noun will function as a subject when it is in front of the verb. Nouns that function as subjects can be accompanied by determiners and the, but can also not be accompanied by determiners. This adjusts the subject use. This may sound a little confusing for you, but don't worry because below we will discuss about example. For the example is Ricky is swimming. And the next function of the noun is as a subject and object complement. The subject complement is a complement that refers to the subject in a sentence. The complement will usually be in the form of a noun or noun placed inside the word before the linking verb, while the object complement is almost the same as the subject complement. If the subject complement describes the subject, then the object complement will serve to describe the direct object. Direct objects will usually take the form of nouns or nouns. For the example, for subject complement, Damara became a pianist after his sister passed. So Damara became a pianist after his sister died. And then the next example, her uncle was a famous softball player. His uncle was a famous softball player. I'm the director of this company. I'm the director of this company. And the next example for object complement, Choco cooks a noodle for Danny. Okay, that's all maybe what I can explain to you. I hope you enjoy my video, and I hope you always in healthy condition and happy condition. So we will meet the next video in the next video. So thank you for watching my video and see you. Bye bye.